he sent him out, he said, I don't see anything. So he sent him out 7 times, and that last time he went out, he said, I see a cloud as the size of a man's hand. And so as Elijah was being fervent in his prayer, that thing began to break. Even though it was a little cloud, it was just the size of his hand, it still showed him breakthrough, and it showed him that his prayers were being released, and they was being fervent, and God was about to do something. And then the prophet of God said, I hear the sound of abundance of rain. Now, he saw the cloud the size of a man's hand, so that was small, but what he heard was the sound of abundance of rain. And sometimes, as you said, we get caught up in what we see, and we get caught up in that, and it causes us to get distracted and cause us to get off course. But we can't let what we see affect what we hear. And the prophet said, I hear the sound of abundance of rain. People of God, I hear the sound of abundance of rain in your life. I hear God is about to allow and release and unlock abundance in your life, abundance of wealth, abundance of power, abundance of love, abundance of all the different things that God has released over your life in this season. And so we have to get to a place where we have to have our ear in tune with the Spirit of God. The Bible says, let he that have an ear hear what the Spirit is saying unto the church. And what God is saying right now, I've given you the key to unlock like Elijah, but I also given you the ear to hear that no matter what you see, abundance is still coming in your life.
And so I know by you saying that, and if you think about it, when the protege of Elijah went out to do what Elijah said, which it was Elisha, and he went 7 times. You know, sometimes it depends on who you're traveling with. And if you're traveling with folks who can't see the invisible through the eyes of faith, sometimes it's good for you to send him on the roof while you down in the valley praying, okay? So he had to send him up because his faith wasn't moving like it. He panicked because he saw all the chariots and all the armies, and he panicked, and he ran back and told Elijah, he said, it's a great host of army coming at us. And Elijah did something to trip him out. It would have tripped me out too. He tripped him out. He said, don't worry about it. They that are with us is greater than them that's with, and he said, Elijah, you done lost your mind, because I don't see nothing. How are you going to say that? So you got to understand, for even the person who's sitting around right now, you may have some bills you all might even have the pink slip of eviction. They probably already pulled up the back of your car with a tow and pull your car off. Your children probably acting crazy, and you don't know what to do, and you about to pull your hair out, and you said, I've been praying, I've been praying, I've been praying. See, you got to be like the woman who kept bugging the unjust judge. She kept going back and forward to him. He said, I'm not going to do nothing. But let me tell you, if you bug a person enough, they'll give you what you want. So Jesus told his disciple, just as she did, you do it to God. Sometimes you got to bug God. And I don't have a problem bugging God until I get what I want. Until he said, you are getting on my nerves. I'll bug him morning, noon, and night until I get a breakthrough. I'm not getting up. I'm like Jacob. If I got to wrestle with God and I don't know I'm wrestling with him, he going to have to do something to me before he let me go. You don't hear what I'm saying? He got to work a work. So if you're sitting there and you said, I've been using faith, I've been using faith, I've been fasting, I've been praying, and nothing have happened, I want you to know that the moment you prayed, if you did it in faith, and if your obedience is greater than your sacrifice, God answered your prayers the same time that you prayed it. One thing you got to realize, there is a spiritual warfare. When he sent your angel to you, then Satan releases his angel from the earth, and then they get the fire to hold you up. See, what Satan don't understand, he can't stop your blessing, but he can hinder it and hold it up until you lose faith. If you don't lose faith, a breakthrough is coming. And while you are laying down there fainting, the angel have to wake you up and say, get up and stand up like a man. See, your faith got to make you stand up with strength, even when you feel like you're weak. So I know you're saying, I give up. Don't you give up, mother. I give up. Don't you give up, wife. I give up. Don't you give up, husband. If you've been praying and praying, your prayers have been answered. Only thing, they don't know it. But you watch God move for you.
That's right. That's right. And when you said that, that made me think about Daniel. You know, I love Elijah, but I also love Daniel. And when you said there's a war going on, and that made me think about Daniel. The Bible said that Daniel prayed 21 days. And it says that the prince of Persia, the prince of the kingdom of Persia came to hinder his prayers. But Michael, the chief prince, the angel came.